Thank you for the opportunity to present my paper, The Impact of an Elementary School One-to-One Laptop Initiative on the Quality of Instruction and Teacher Engagement. Let's look at Chapter 1. An irrefutable urgency exists for American students to be internationally competitive and prepared for the challenges they're going to face in a very dynamic and digital world. Schools must develop educational programs to ensure students graduate with the 21st century skills necessary to thrive. Educators are challenged with preparing students for jobs that don't yet exist, where they're going to use technology that's not yet developed. Technology integration through a one-to-one initiative is a practical component to effectively develop students' ability to analyze, think critically, and create authentic work for an ever-evolving digital world. In 2009, the Program for International Student Assessment found that 15-year-olds in the United States ranked 14th in relation to other countries in reading, 17th in science, and 25th in math. As part of his educational reform policies in 2010, President Obama called for increasing the use of technology in classrooms as one avenue for closing the achievement gaps. Ubiquitous computing should be on the forefront of each state and school district's funding priorities in order to begin the transformation. Unfortunately, though, funding is not enough. Technology in education depends on the pedagogical knowledge and skill of the classroom teachers, confronted with learning how to effectively use technology as an appropriate tool. Pedagogical shifts are necessary if technology is going to be a worthy investment. It's important to identify the need for instructional shifts that must occur to make a one-to-one initiative successful. The purpose is to investigate the instructional implementation of an elementary school one-to-one laptop program and its potential to raise the quality of instruction and teacher engagement. How do teachers and students use technology is the first guiding question for this paper. How does the implementation of a one-to-one laptop initiative impact the instruction of teachers in the school? And then lastly, what is the observed effect of technology on teacher engagement in the learning process? The findings of this study are important in understanding the overall impact a one-to-one initiative at the elementary level has on the quality of instruction and teacher engagement. Also, the results from this study will assist the participants in the school as well as in the district to refine the one-to-one model. And in addition, the research findings will be beneficial to future researchers looking to examine the effects of ubiquitous computing in an elementary school setting. An assumption of the study is that since the teachers have access to a one-to-one computer ratio, that they use the computers in their classroom daily for instructional purposes. A limitation of the study is the reliability of authentic reflective feedback from teachers. Some may not have extra time or energy to fully engage in the study. One delimitation of the study is the timetable in gathering data. In order to get a more accurate measure of the impact of a laptop program, a study should be in place to follow students for several years. And another delimitation of the study is the setting the parameters around one school. Some of the terms to know would be a one-to-one initiative is defined as a program introduced in a school where students and teachers have access to their own laptop computer, access to a wireless network, and laptops are used to complete academic tasks. 21st century skills refers to a broad set of knowledge, skills, work habits, and character traits that are believed to be critically important in success in today's world. And equitable access is not only providing devices and connectivity at school, but also giving every student the opportunity to learn from teachers who understand how to use technology to enhance learning and create learning experiences. Research suggests that successful laptop programs appear to be dependent on the effectiveness of the school or the district that adopts them. For the purpose of this study, teacher engagement refers to the teacher's conscious awareness and reflection in the learning process, known as metacognition. Effective teachers intentionally work to become completely engaged in the learning process and are confident in their abilities to improve and adapt over time. Laptop initiatives impacted the role of the teacher primarily by shifting teachers out of the traditional role into facilitators of learning. Metacognition is the awareness and understanding of one's own thought processes. When teachers are able to think metacognitively, then they're able to teach students also how to think metacognitively. Teachers who are given the opportunity to reflect with peers, administrators, and researchers act as a catalyst for instructional change. Effective technology integration is predicted also by the willingness of the teacher to change. Teachers' internal barriers, such as self-efficacy and the value of technology, impact how technology will be implemented in the classroom. Teachers who have more student-centered pedagogical beliefs will integrate technology as a part of their classroom, whereas it was found that teachers who have more teacher-centered beliefs are more likely to use technology just as enrichment. The conclusions from studies that were indicated show that teachers must be engaged at a deeper level to instructionally incorporate technology into the lessons in a meaningful way. So when looking at the quality of professional development, Project Red, who is One-to-One Institute's nonprofit, found that educational technology research ties research and best practices to quality, implementation, and results. The key factors for a one-to-one program to be successful were professional development, particularly as it impacted teaching and instruction, pedagogical innovation, the interpretation of the curriculum goals and objectives, and assessment practices. A challenge for teachers is simply to make a standardized curriculum relevant to students who have instant access to anything that they want to learn on their own. Successful studies gave credit to a great deal of professional development, supportive administration, and teachers who were agreeable to learn. Studies also found that teachers' apprehensive attitudes about technology would change if they were provided with proper professional development in order to acquire necessary skills. Elementary teachers demonstrated that self-criticism regarding technology use was attributed to ineffective use of technology to their own efficacies. Professional learning communities allow teachers to learn together through collaboration. They also help eliminate teacher isolation by creating opportunities and support to enrich students' learning through authentic interactions. Participants are also highly motivated to attend professional learning communities when the group members are the ones who choose the topic. So teachers must modify and advance their research-based teaching practices to ensure change, and professional development should be taken seriously. The purpose of the study is to understand the impact of a one-to-one laptop program in 3rd through 6th grades after its first year of implementation. Again, the guiding questions: how do teachers and students use technology? How does the implementation of a one-to-one laptop impact instruction of the teachers? And what is the observed effect of technology on teacher engagement? The study examined how teacher engagement and instructional practices changed during the implementation of the one-to-one program. The strength of the study was through thorough review and analysis of the findings to serve as a guide for other schools and districts to determine whether one-to-one computing would be beneficial in an elementary school setting. The weakness of the study was simply that it was a small, non-random sample because the study was completed at a small elementary school, and so it lessened the generalizability of the study. Sampling was convenient sampling. It was at a small elementary school. It only pertained to 3rd through 6th grades. And of the teachers in the study, 5 had less than 10 years of teaching experience. 3 had 11 to 15 years of teaching experience, and there was 1 who had